This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese. I'm in Worthing in the home of Harry Knight, who is a songwriter, composer, singer and musician, and more than likely lots of other things that I haven't yet discovered. Hello, Harry.
Hello. Sorry.
Right, well, lovely to meet you.
And you.
And we're going to talk about your life, past and present, which is quite varied because you've been in the music business since you were 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah, and you're now, what did you say?
66.
66, clickety-click. So you've been doing it quite a long time.
Okay.
Now, how did you start getting into music?
Well,
what were the influences?
The influence, I suppose, for playing guitar and singing would be the Beatles.
Oh, the Beatles. Right.
Everybody from my town basically picked up the guitar after Beatlemania started and all Liverpool bands come out, so we all started picking up guitar.
Right.
You know, so that's how we started. I got taught because we mainly started off as singers, me and my friend.
Right.
And we were basically doing Bee Gee covers, early Bee Gee covers, from their first albums and that, which were like harmony songs. But we were singers, and we didn't play instruments, but we had a guitar player who played the chords and that, and we went out and done little gigs.
Right.
Playing it.
And this was in London, was it?
This was in Harlow, Essex.
In Harlow, but you're originally from London, you
I'm originally
said.
from London, born in East Ham, yeah.
Right. And so the Beatles influenced you. Was there anybody else who influenced you?
Beach Boys.
Right.
Sort of bands. Singers like PJ Proby.
Oh yes, I remember him.
PJ
Yes.
Proby, those sort of singers,
So 60s.
60s music, because we were brought up in the 60s, we were 60s kids, so anything that was around, that's what we played basically.
Right.
You know.
60s was also skiffle, wasn't it? Lonnie Donegan.
Well, so, the late 50s, I'd say.
Was it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And you started with a group called Pavement.
The Pavement, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, 4 of us.
4 of you?
Yeah, 4 of us, playing around the clubs in London, down by the coast, played in Hastings, played in Southend and places like that.
Right. And then you, that was sort of around the 70s, 1970s. And then you spent a year in Ireland busking, you said?
About 6 to 8 months we spent in Ireland, busking...
And
Dublin.
This is what you looked like when
basically what I looked
when
like,
you were 21. You were quite a hippie, weren't you?
Definitely a hippie, yeah.
Definitely a hippie. You had long hair.
Yeah, like I say, we played in Dublin.
Yes.
You know, that was our base, because we basically run out of money after travelling around Ireland.
Right.
And we moved into Dublin, and we started playing outside a place called Dandelion Market, which was like the hip place to go at the time for all the trendies, and the guy came out who owned the place, said, "Look, you're really good, don't play out here, come inside."
Yes.
And we'll pay you.
Right.
You can play inside. So we went inside and they paid us. And
was that your first paid gig, would you say?
No, because when I was with the Pavement, I was being paid all the time.
Right. And you were writing songs then?
Just started writing songs.
Yes.
When I was in Ireland, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just round about then.
Because Ireland's very musical.
Yeah, loads of musical pubs. I love the Irish music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's sort of quite... So you were influenced by Irish music then?
Not so much Irish music, no. Just I was into American music at the time. Then it was people like Neil Young, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and those sort of people, because again, it's a harmony thing.
Right.
And the guy I was travelling with, he played blues harp, and he knew a lot of things like Nina Simone and stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
So I started learning those type of songs.
Right.
And I got really hooked on Nina Simone.
Nina Simone,
and learnt some of her songs.
And you said you did scatting. Were you influenced by Ella Fitzgerald, perhaps?
Ella's the master of all that, I'd say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, so she was definitely the main influence as far as dictation and goes, singing songs and stuff. She was the one,
Right. So then you started making CDs. Now, how old would you have been?
Well, in these CDs, I'm probably about 23.
23,
23,
yes.
something like that.
Good looking, quite good looking.
So,
and what were you singing then?
singing, these are my own songs on this.
Turn it round. That's right. Right. Okay, so have we? Yes. So, okay, and then how many CDs had you made by then?
No, we hadn't really made any CDs.
You hadn't.
No, these were just songs I recorded.
Oh right.
And later on, I had them put onto disc. So this is probably some of the first songs I wrote in the 70s.
And you said that you were a promoter of folk songs.
No, a folk club.
Yes.
I run a folk club in Harlow.
Yeah, for 6 years you said.
Not 6 years, no, about 2 years done the folk club.
Right,
and then moved on from there, just playing in Harlow, a place called the Square.
Right.
And also the Playhouse, which is like the big auditorium.
Right.
And their own folk club there. So I played there and done gigs there.
And were you writing folk music during that time?
I was writing songs, but I was still doing covers basically.
I forgot to mention. Yes, you'd studied graphic design.
Yeah, that was at Loughton College of Further Education.
Right.
From 1968 to 70.
But you'd never actually worked as a graphic designer.
No, too busy doing music. That's the thing. Music got in the way.
Well, that was your love, your passion.
Yeah, well, I just found out when I was at college I was playing music more than going to lessons for art and graphic design. But it was still good. It was a good time there. Met loads of people, even the artists, the nice people.
Yes.
Much better than I was.
And were you mixing with musicians? Were you you were on the scene, you might say, on the circuit?
On the circuit, yeah. I mean, loads of musicians. Guys that went on to become famous in bands, a guy called John Colfra, he played he helped me put on this gig at Square in Harlow.
Right.
And did have a slight meeting with a guy called Martin Taylor.
Right. And you worked, but then you switched because you got married. And you said you had to have a proper job, so you became a gardener,
I wasn't enough money
you?
to make a living out of it.
Yes, so you became a gardener for the council.
Yeah, in Harlow Town Park.
Yeah, 28 years.
28 years,
you know a few things about plants.
Yeah, I'm still doing your gig here and there.
Yes.
But not nothing professional really.
Yes. And then you mentioned Gavin Stevens.
I met Gavin after giving up work, about 2 years after giving up work.
Yes.
This is the first album we've done together.
Yes.
After a friend.
Well, we're going to play a few things from that one. And what was the name of that album? Because I can't read it from here.
It's called Swings and Roundabouts.
Yes, and in fact it was swing music, which is...
Well, most of it swings, a bit of blues in there as well.
Yes, very good. And in part 2 we're going to play some of that music from that CD.
Yep.
Yes, very, very good. You didn't do the cover. I don't find the cover
it's done by a friend of ours.
Very distinct.
Yeah, it's done by a friend called Steve Perry.
Right.
Steve Perry.
Right.
An artist,
Okay, so we're going to come back to that in part 2. Thank you very much.